Perfect, perfect, perfect. Well, that looks like it's recording. That's recording. I think that means we're live, so that's good. Well, gee, I suppose we should probably, like, say who we are and stuff and things for, like, the internet and all that jazz. So
Absolutely.
I guess I'll start, because I'm the guy that apparently does this crazy internet thing, or so I'm told. Hello, internet. It's me, John, ThatGamingNerdJon, apparently. Today, I'm going to be playing some classics here, or classic, with a good companion of mine, a compadre in arms, from my real life work, not my fake life work. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Kristen.
And you don't play games all that often.
I do not.
No. So this is going to be an interesting challenge for the both of us. Can I carry super hard? Can I teach you the ways of the video games and things? Where is it? There's Super Mario World. So we decided on Super Mario World. It is one of probably the best 2D platforming games out there. Pretty solid gameplay, good way to kind of dip your toes into gaming, in my opinion. If I had to recommend a like platforming game to teach someone platforming on, I probably would pick like Super Mario World or Super Mario Brothers 3. And I feel like Super Mario World is a little bit more forgiving. There's a whole lot. I know, right? 1990. I was years old. Yep. we'll go with that number. Years old. Indeed. Yes, that seems like a smart idea.
I didn't know you could ride those things.
Yeah, Yoshi. Yeah, that's
I didn't know that.
the little green dinosaur there is Yoshi. Wow, there's so much for you to learn. Oh my. We're gonna go with C file.
I probably tried to kill him.
You probably did. You probably will.
He looks too much like a turtle. So.
Looks what? Welcome. This is Dinosaur Land. In this strange land, we find that Princess Toadstool is missing again. Looks like Bowser is at it again. Why would you end two consecutive sentences with literally the same thing? That seems kind of repetitive. Okay, so this is the world map. There are stages on the world map, and we will go through those stages and open up new paths. Now, the cool thing about Super Mario World, which is kind of different from previous Mario games, was one, the fact that the world map kind of continued through. It's not just like one thing and then you go to another screen and then another screen like in Super Mario Bros. 3. In Super Mario World, you also had secret stages. So in Mario Bros. 3, you had like alternate paths, but there weren't really too many truly hidden stages. This game has stages that have multiple goals, though, and those will usually unlock multiple paths. I don't, if I remember correctly, believe there's any in the first world, which is what we're in right now. But that said, we'll see that as we go through. So we each have 5 lives, and we'll be taking turns playing through stages. Now, the cool thing is our progress is shared. So, like, if I beat this stage, it will also be beaten for you. So now we can go through kind of the controls of the game. So A selects, shocking, B jumps, Y, if you press and hold, allows you to run. Oh good, I didn't die on literally the first enemy. Oh boy.
Why is that big guy already here? Isn't he like a last level kind of guy?
Nah. Ooh, pro strats. Alright, there we go. What? So if you press A, you'll also do this little spin jump thing, and that's a way to instantly defeat certain enemies. Usually it's more a traversal option, so frequently what'll end up happening is you'll use that to not take damage from enemies, and it also breaks blocks. Boop. Hooray. Coins. 100 coins gets you a life. Lives are good, especially for people who are new. Kaboom! Halfway point. If you punch that block by jumping underneath it, you'll get like advice and things for the current stage, but it's not really necessary. How? You're kidding me. I'm disappointed.
Good thing you got that extra life.
Right? Well, the mushroom basically gives you just an extra hit that you can take. But I did just get an extra life there. Alright, Fire Flower. Pretty standard Mario stuff. You hit it and it turns enemies into coins. All 5 of those. Good deal. Boop, boop. I don't think... No, there wasn't really any hidden stuff. Close. Going through the tape at the end of the stage gets you these bonus points, like the just said there, bonus. And when it hits 100, you'll engage in a mini game, and that mini game lets you get more lives. So,
Nice.
Yep. Now that I've beaten that stage, also the world will change. As you beat the stage, certain things will cause the world to look different. All right. So now it's your turn.
Oh,
So
I'm
now
Luigi?
You are Luigi. You are Green Boy, which I'm sure appeals to you, being a fan of the color green.
Absolutely.
I know, right? It truly is one of the best colors.
And it's A.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but things are going to come charging at me and I don't know
They
what to
are. Just jump. Bingo. You figured it out. Look out. Perfect. So D-pad moves. If you press and hold the Y button, you'll run. And then you just have to, like,
I'm
press...
pressing and holding Y.
Yep. And then you move left and right. Now you're going faster.
Uh-oh.
Yep. So then the B button is a regular jump. The A button is your spin jump. X button right now doesn't do anything. I'm trying to remember what the X button did actually in Mario World. It's been a little while. Does that give you the item from up top? Been a bit. So since you're small, that doesn't hit you. Good news. But he will. But you killed him. Congratulations! You're a murderer! I mean, what? Now you're Super Luigi, not just regular Luigi.
How come he didn't die?
So those guys take 2 hits. Look at your casual approach to the stage. Good job.
Such a cheerful tune.
Right? Another thing that's great about Super Mario World, the music was just really good. Just really solid. So this is an instance where you'd need to be running in order to jump. Or you could jump off the pipe. Ah, yes, timing. So you'll need to get onto the pipe, and then you'll have to run and jump at the same time. Oh no.
And it's timed.
Yeah, but it's pretty generous. I mean,
This is ridiculous.
160 seconds.
I'm running. But now I'm stuck.
So you can press and hold the Y button, and then just glide with your thumb onto the B.
I'll have to give that a shot. Okay.
Oh, you almost had it.
Happened.
Almost had it. You had to jump right at the end there. The good news is, with the power of the internet, I'm able to edit all this out.
Thank goodness.
I'm definitely not going to keep this in here.
This is taking
definitely
forever. Oh, okay.
See, there you go. Now you have learned the essentials, and running makes you go up pipes.
Yeah, but I'm walking. I want to go back and get that.
Oh, A button.
Oh.
Then you break blocks. Ta-da!
Do I want to go down there?
Nah, you probably don't want to. You've only got 60 seconds left in order to beat the stage. But you're really close.
Oh, so I am timed. Oh, and now I need to do that dumb running thing again.
Yes, it is an essential component of the Mario. Good news, you're halfway through the stage. You probably want to hit
Halfway.
that. It takes practice, Good news, you got multiple lives.
Or we're speeding up. Oh, man.
But you got that mushroom. See, there you go. Just keep charging ahead. 20 seconds, no rush. Excellent. You're using... Uh-oh, that's going to hit you and kill you. Yep. So the pro strat there that you are about to unleash is called damage boosting. If you are a Super Mario or a Mario with like a Fire Flower or later on the Power Cape, you would be able to take that hit and just keep... Oh, right. Okay, I'm going to try and be smart about this. Nice. Is the pipe
Why
up
are you
here?
white now? White shirt.
Because I have Fire Flower.
Oh.
Boom! So now I'm just trying to get as many lives as I can to buffer You dying.
So you can give me lives?
I can. We can swap lives between each other, and I think I remember how to do that. So this was a switch palace. It's a bonus stage. That turns all of those yellow outlines into actual yellow blocks. Also, if you hit them from underneath, you'll pop up a mushroom to become Super Mario or Super Luigi. And now they fly throughout the world, free as can be. Continue and save. So now you can give that stage another shot if you want to.
Yeah.
Now that you've learned how to run and jump.
So I feel like it won't be that different. Because I still am trying to...
Oh,
You're fine.
so you know how earlier that customer was like, these invoices are wrong, and she sent me the email that clearly stated that
Yeah.
I was right.
Uh-huh.
So Andy's like, well, can you follow up with her? Do you want me to contact her? I was like, can you please contact her, because she sent me your email to prove that I did the invoices wrong. So since you're the one who set up the payment terms, it would have more validity if you tell her the invoices are correct.
Smart call.
Yeah.
All right, back to the gaming.
No, I talked to Andy. These are correct. And then she'd probably contact Andy anyway. So it's better just for Andy saying, no, this is right.
All right. I almost forgot. You can actually go to Yoshi's house. Our friend Yoshi on Dinosaur Island. And then he's like, yo, I'm not here right now. I'm trying to rescue my friends. Unlike you, who's lazy and dying to bullets. Actually, that doesn't seem terribly lazy. Like, most people probably die to bullets, to be fair.
It's true.
All right, so back where I was. Whew, okay, speaking of our friend... Ooh, that was not as good as I was hoping. All right, good. Excuse? Thank you. All right, one of these, there we go. Hooray! Thank you for rescuing me. My name is Yoshi. On my way to rescue my friends, Bowser trapped me in that egg. Which begs the question, why didn't he just do that to Mario? Anyway, so when you have Yoshi with you, you can see like you eat those little fruits and stuff, and they count as a coin. But you can also press the Y button to then eat shells, and then you press it again to spit it out.
I'm not going to remember any of that.
Good news, plenty of practice.
Why isn't he dying?
'Cause he takes a lot of hits.
Football
He's
player.
wearing armor. He's equipped to kill. I could have sworn that pipe was. And if you already have a Yoshi, Yoshi becomes a 1-up. No. Yes. Got him. So then, oops. I'm really not bad at this game, I swear. No, X button is literally the same as the Y button. Huh. But the A button, oops, jumps off of Yoshi, because Yoshi cannot climb vines. He is just a dinosaur.
He's not that good.
Oof, poor guy. Nice. 1-up. So now, since I finished the palace, you see how these are now here? Those wouldn't have been there before, so it's now like a bit of a safety net for us. Knew it. Oh, that's all, huh?
Oh, you can jump off of him when you're in the air?
Yes, which allows for a unique way of surviving stages is called the Yoshi Sacrifice, because if you're like, oh, I'm not going to make this jump, and then he plummets to his death.
That's not very nice.
Correct. It is not considered the most, how shall I put it, kind gesture, but
So
it is
he
very
can eat
successful.
anything.
He can eat almost anything. So, like, he can't eat those dudes. Sick. Almost. Almost perfect. But, like, in that stage alone, I just got 4 lives for us. So, don't worry about dying. Feel free to keep getting practice on the essentials.
Then I have to try it again.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't remember the controls. B, right? Okay.
B jumps, yep. A spins. And then pressing and holding the Y button allows you to run, which gives you more momentum on your jumps.
But when I run, I I go too fast.
Okay.
So maybe I should just do this. Nice and slow. Steady.
Oh boy. But running up the pipes is faster because then you don't have to worry about sliding.
You're right.
And you do need that momentum in order to go further. Physics-based gameplay. Whoa. Like right there.
Oh darn it, that's a dumb spot again.
Yes, the spot that reinforces how to jump. Correct. You're not wrong. So the good news is,
My
if you're...
thumb isn't big enough.
I believe in you. I think it is.
Okay, that's the jump. That's the run. Okay.
All right.
Okay. There we
See?
go.
Like a natural. Oof. Good thing you got that backup mushroom. Nice. So anytime those guys are on the pipes like that, they won't actually jump out if you're standing on top of it. That's the good news. But if they're up like right there, then obviously they exist. And then you can jump up there. Congrats, you hit the halfway point. So now if you die, you'll start there.
Good.
But you're not going to die. You're going to succeed brilliantly. Oh no, the mushroom. Goodbye, mushroom. You'll be fine. I believe in you. Oof. Good news. You get to the halfway point.
Thank goodness. Nope.
All right.
Oh, you ride the little guy
and
on the
you
map?
can keep Yoshi and you go with him on the map. Yeah. So like.
Adorable.
I'm just going to keep making progress.
You do that. Maybe this should have been the single player game.
You're doing fine. Like you've never really played video games, so this is still a good one to learn on. Man, I really wish I had capes. But this also gives you kind of a preview of what to expect going forward. So the colored shells actually denote special abilities, like fire. Blue is flying, yellow is earthquake, I guess? I don't remember. It's been a while. I used to call it dust. I was like, it's kicking up dust. Then I think I actually remember looking it up and they were like, it's an earthquake. And I was like, that's not how earthquakes work. So I basically play the game entirely holding the Y button down and then jumping. So that's my recommendation because it'll allow you to kind of get used to always going at that faster speed. Now, for any of my precision jumps, I can kind of... Oops, I was going too slow. I can let go.
Nice.
But like I'm always holding down the Y button anytime I'm in a stage.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah.
But if I'm going faster, then I don't have enough time to think about what's going on.
Well, that's true. It does mean you have to raise your awareness of the stage. But the good news is that's what the lives mechanic basically is for, is that it allows you to like learn more of the stage. And the stages are in such small chunks you can kind of remember, oh right, this is where this enemy is going to pop up. Like this is when that huge bullet bill, bonsai bill is going to come across the screen. So that's what it's for, is those little chunk size, like storing it in short-term memory and just going, okay, so this is the enemy pattern. Like I know that this is always a problem spot for me, so I probably want to have like a mushroom ready just in case, like that kind of thing.
Gotta have those mushrooms ready.
Exactly. It's always good to just chow down on mushrooms.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
What are you talking about? They're
What?
delicious.
Well, we'll have to agree to disagree.
Oh, this is me, right?
Yeah, it's you.
Oh,
now.
oops.
I know, right? Whew. It's so quick. See, now you're at the middle of the stage, so you've made progress. And if you move forward, there usually is going to be like an item box like that to give you a mushroom.
Okay.
So in these earlier stages, you'll kind of have those safety nets to learn, and there you go. You learned how to duck. And cover.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, rough. Now it's gone. Oh no. Oh no! press the A button and get ready to run.
But
Look at you!
no, but I'm gonna no.
That is unfortunate. So I will say that if you jump on top of it, you can actually hit it. But that's a big jump. Good duck. I think a mushroom's coming up soon. Yeah, there it is. In the question block. Ooh.
Come on now.
There we go. Mushroom. Don't die for it. I mean, what? Nice jump. And then you can just jump on top of that guy. You did it! Your first stage. Okay, that was pretty bad. That was my fault. That was also pretty. Wow. There we go! We can just edit out the rest of those. That's the beauty of technology. Third time's the charm, right?
There we go.
So that's like a quintessential Mario stage. Like you had sections that were designed to teach you that running is useful. Like you couldn't jump on that pipe if you weren't running. Yeah.
Be able to print.
Yeah, you can just minimize that. It's still recording in the background.
Okay, I just didn't want to mess anything up.
Yeah, you're good. How dare you? No. So, where were we? Right. So, kind of the essentials of playing Mario, like the difference in speeds when running and not running, like certain enemies in this game. Yep, ducking can also be a good way to get around certain enemies if the stage allows for it. Understanding that certain enemies take multiple hits in this game, which was something completely new. In most previous Mario games, it was like, jump on them and they die. This one was like, but what if they could take 2 hits? And it was like, what? Anyway, water stages. Yay! You die. Do I get anything? So, fun thing, the extra item that you have up top, you can upgrade it if you get a better one. So like the mushroom is kind of the base one.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Big lunch.
Boom. That's my boy. Now if you didn't have Yoshi, that would be substantially harder because you can't jump on those. You'd have to jump over it.
True.
Oh,
Oop. What's lovely?
I guess our
Yup.
red is running out because it printed everything in blue and nothing in the red.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought you said bread.
Come on. One up, baby. Yes.
Oh, you can fall in the water?
Yeah, you can fall in the water and swim. You can't fall in lava, but you can fall in the water.
Both can swim, Yoshi and Mario?
Yoshi and Mario. And to swim, you just press jump. You just press B to jump. If you press A, you'll jump off of Yoshi. Keep that in mind. So B is better. Huh, that's a unique way of putting it. So now that you've beaten that stage, now you can try another stage.
Where do I go up to the ladder?
So if you went up the ladder, you're going to end up going to the bonus stage that I technically already completed, but I think you can redo these ones. Do me a favor. Press the L and the R button up top. Nope. Well, I mean, this is a good opportunity to give you some lives.
Oh, thank you.
Huh. Is it press and hold the select button? And then press start? Nope. There's a way to redo stages, and I probably should have looked it up. You'll need to press start again, I think. There we go. To redo stages, but I think it might only work on castles and ghost houses. I don't think, well, no, castles I think were the, forts. Maybe forts too. So see, that's the nice thing about multiplayer is that I can earn shit tons of lives for us and give
Very
them to
true.
you.
But I can do the ones that you've already done.
Yeah.
Right?
So like I can keep making progress for the both of us while you are able to just explore, learn the game, kind of at your own pace. That's the nice thing about Mario games traditionally, is that it's not, like, we're not tied to the same state. Oops. But now it's gone. But now there's so many of them. Look at you. Yeah, mushroom. Good. Yeah, you don't even have to worry about those jokers. Now you, too, can experience the wonders of Yoshi. And it changes the music. Little thing. Not many people realize that at first. It's kind of nice.
Really? Can you eat that guy?
Yeah, totally. Unless you do that.
Oh.
Don't worry, he'll come back. Eventually. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. There he is. Nice. Good save. So yeah, the Y button will have him throw out his tongue, and then he can eat stuff. But he also can just kill things by jumping on them. But don't forget, he can't eat everything. Well done. Good juke. Oh, no, you want to break that. Now you're halfway through. I believe. Look at you earning lives. Maybe. There we go.
Thank you. Can that thing hurt me?
Yes. If it hits you, it'll hurt you. But you can eat it or just jump on it. Oh no!
Thank you. I want to eat that pink one. Thank you. Why can't he eat the red one?
What? What just happened?
He can only eat one? Call
No, I think you caused some weird thing to happen there. I've legit never seen that happen. What? Okay, alright, that's fine. So the fun thing about Yoshi is that he can actually eat those piranha dudes. That's something that's good. But you gotta make sure to time it right.
Why is that jerk coming after me?
Oh, because he doesn't like you. Keep jumping on him. Nice. You killed him. Ah, murder. It always feels so good. Wait. You got it.
Oh, I got it.
Yep. If you hear that, like, coin sound, that means that you ate an enemy.
That, like,
Yeah.
that's not a coin sound, that's a swallow
Well,
sound.
at the end of the swallowing sound, there was a coin sound. I'm
All I
telling
heard
you.
was...
Okay, I'm telling you, it was there. I mean, if I gotta turn up the volume, I'm okay with that.
Is that a little peace sign he does?
Yeah, it's just like, yo, we did it. V for victory. So, now that we've made our way through the world, and by we, I mean me, at the end of it, you have your castle for the stage, which is guarded by one of King Koopa, or Bowser's Koopalings, his adopted children, apparently. So this is World 1 Castle, Iggy's Castle. So Yoshi is too scared to go into castles or ghost houses.
Oh, come on now.
So he stays outside. But that's...
he's a dinosaur.
So these screens you can kind of cling to, and you can
Where's
punch.
the heavy metal music with these big levels?
Boom, boom. No, it's more menacing. They go for a more menacing atmosphere. I'd like that. Bonk. That might have been mistimed, but that's okay. Get out of my face. Mario? Wait, what? I didn't need that. If you hit these panels, you go on the other side. Whoa.
Nice.
Okay. This introduces the self-scrolling stages
I've seen those things before.
with the pistons dropping down to murder you, so you have to duck. A concept taught to you earlier. So most of the time, these kind of stages are teaching or testing like the knowledge that you've gained in the stage so far. So like earlier, there were those things. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, you freaking jerk. No, no. I'm very upset right now because normally I do way better than this. Wee. Victory.
Nice.
Now for the deep plot. Alright, here we go. Thank you. Murder! What? Mario has defeated the demented Iggy Koopa in Castle Number 1 and rescued Yoshi's friend, who is still trapped in an egg. Together, they now travel to Donut Land.
That sounds promising.
Dude, I'm a big fan of Donut Land. I enjoy it.
Are there actually donuts?
Yes and no. Not what you're thinking, sadly. These
So
donuts...
not edible.
These donuts are more death-dealing donuts. Donuts that drop you
Death
to your death.
by chocolate?
Death by chocolate sounds amazing. Alright, well that will do it for this first portion of this playthrough of Super Mario World with my work compadre, Kristen. I hope you enjoyed my instruction in basic game platforming and things. It was certainly a trial by fire for her, and I think her exploits in learning how to play games should provide amusement for us all, I hope, and kind of a glimpse into our past when we started to learn how to play games in the days of our youth. Or for those who are starting to play games now, don't get frustrated, don't lose hope. Definitely is one of those things that practice definitely makes perfect. I really enjoyed playing through Super Mario World again, and while it's certainly not a perfect run or a speed run by any stretch of the imagination or use of that term, it was still a blast. I really enjoyed it. It's a phenomenal game. It still holds up to this day. I think it's a classic for all time, honestly. So hopefully you're looking forward to our continuing adventures as we make our way into World 2, Donut Land of Super Mario World. And until then, my friends, take it easy.